Thank you for staying with us. Glenda, human design. We know that there's four, what did you call them again?
Types.
Four types. And with the mind, if you can tell us about how the mind works with human design, or not.
Exactly, I was thinking that's a great one. The mind, in human design, we have a very different perception of the mind. And we actually split how our intelligence works into two very separate entities and focus on the body intelligence a lot more. Mm-hmm. Your body has an innate intelligence and it knows how to make the right decisions. It knows where you need to go in life. It knows how to heal you. Your body's innate intelligence is immensely powerful. The mind's intelligence is actually for putting things together. It's almost like your body's intelligence is the what to do, mm-hmm. It knows what to do, and then your mind's intelligence is the how-to manual. It's about how to do it. Mm-hmm. So your body's intelligence is wanting to do something, your mind is great for researching it and finding out what to do and where to go next and learning things. It's just not for what to be doing.
Because I've heard you describe it as put your mind in the passenger seat and let it look out the window.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, it's like your body or your body's intelligence is like it's a vehicle. Mm-hmm. It's your vehicle to carry you through life. And instead of having your mind in the front seat with its hands on the steering wheel, taking you all sorts of bizarre places, I think it likes going rally driving, you put it into the back seat. Yeah. Kick up, pick back, put your feet up, and your body's innate intelligence can actually drive the vehicle.
Can you give an example of how this works?
Oh.
Because it's one thing, you know, talking about it. Let's put it into some sort of an everyday context. Maybe a client or...
Well, I think it's about, you know, understanding that our mind has no idea where we're meant to go in life. Mm-hmm. It's really hard for people to let go of that. We've all been taught that our mind is what knows what to do. And human design is about letting go of what your mind thinks your life should look like and surrendering to this magnetic energy within you. It's like your body has a vibration, we all know that, and your aura sends out messages. Mm-hmm. And each person's aura has a different function because of your design, and the different types have different auras. But essentially, your body's innate intelligence communicates through your aura. It communicates to people you're standing next to, so their aura knows what your aura is talking about, but there are what we call fractal lines. And these are how we connect to each other. There are people who we are meant to be connected to in life, and they're people who are on our fractal. Mm-hmm. There are people who we're not meant to be connected with in life, and they're not on our fractal.
Could you describe a fractal line then?
Like you and I would have a fractal connection because we know each other, mm-hmm. and we connect. It's like some people would call them soul connections. There's many different names. It's kind of like a genetic connection, but it's not genetic. It's more on an energy level how we connect to people, because, you know, we can have genetic relations who we don't really feel connected to.
And you wonder, how is it on...
Are they really on my
blood
fractal?
Relations, yeah.
So, and the energy of our body's intelligence actually communicates through these fractal lines to the other people you're supposed to be connecting to in life to bring the things to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now you also mentioned that different designs have different chakra... How did you word
different
that?
auras.
Different auras.
Yes.
Can you talk a bit about that?
Yes, I can. Well, I'm a generator. I have the aura type of the generator is what's called an enveloping aura. I'm very open to life, mm-hmm. and I take in life and it takes in me. So I'm enveloping everybody here in the crew.
Right.
My aura's taking in everybody.
There you go, you're all enveloped.
I'd say there's a bit of that coming on backwards. There'll be some other generators here. And for you as a projector, your aura has a very interesting way of functioning where it actually pierces the people you want to connect to's auras and connects to them.
Okay.
And you can really the right person, you can really lock onto their energy, and you can read their energy through that. And you know where they're at, you can feel them. A manifestor has a very interesting aura because they're really here on their own trip, and their aura is quite dense, so only certain people can actually get access to their energy. It's quite hard to access their energy. And the reflector's aura is a little bit like Teflon, where because they have a very open design, a lot of things actually slide off them so they don't get so overwhelmed. But their aura, it's like it samples life. It's like it has little mouths on it, and it goes around tasting life to see what's right for them.
Okay.
So we all have these very different auric functions.
If a person was looking at, I'm sort of thinking here astrology, I'm thinking human design, I'm thinking numerology, you know, all the different modalities that assist us to understand more of who we are, because obviously we only know a little bit of ourselves consciously. What is it, or how is it that human design may offer more information than some of the others?
Yeah. Well, because with astrology, they are using your birth data, so and that, from human design perspective, is giving you your personality. It gives you your mind's design. We use 2 different dates. We use a date that's approximately 88 degrees of the sun, or 89 days before you're born.
Why?
Because that gives you, that's when your neocortex in your brain has fully developed,
Okay.
and that's when the body's design is basically completed. So we use 2 different dates. We have the time when the neocortex is completed, then we have the time you're actually born. They give you the 2 different ways that your conscious and unconscious function, but they come together as a quantum to make up who you are and make up your design. So it gives you a much deeper look at how those things work. And the other thing with human design, it's very specific. If you went to a fully qualified human design analyst anywhere in the world, and there are 17 national organisations, so we're quite big, you would get similar information from each person about the same aspect of your design. Whereas, you know, I have studied astrology, and you can go to all the different branches of astrology, and you will be told different things from the different branches about that. So it can be a little bit more ambiguous. Whereas, again, human design is much more scientific like that. It is what it is, and it's not particularly open to interpretation or projection.
Okay. Now, with the 4 designs, is there a certain career path that the different designs might, you know,
That's a good question.
I'm good at good questions.
That's because you're a projector. Projectors have excellent questions.
Do they really?
Oh, yes.
Ah, so would projectors be, I don't know, interviewers or something?
Yeah, well, projectors are here to guide the energy of the generators of the planet.
Can you go more into that?
Well, that's what you're doing at the moment. You're guiding my energy.
Okay.
If our planet was operating correctly, for want of a better word, I don't know if I like that word so much, we would be operating in groups where there would be certain of the big generators who have all the energy to do things,
Right.
guided by the projectors who don't so much have to do everything but direct what's going on. And so the projectors have a very important part in the future that we're stepping into. You know, most projectors at the moment are very undervalued and expected to work really hard. Projectors aren't here to work hard like a generator. Projectors are here to put their feet up on the couch and direct operations.
Oh, I like that one. In this group, what would the manifestors be doing then? We know what the generators are doing and the projectors.
Yeah.
What are the manifestors
The manifestors, it's like the manifestor is this really powerful force, and they initiate things. They go out there and they crack the energy open.
For the generator to then...
For the generators to come in and build and create and do things with the projectors guiding them. And you would have a reflector somewhere checking that the environment's okay. The reflector can be like a canary in the coal mine. If you have a reflector around and they're wilting, you know that the environment's not good. If you have a reflector around and they're bubbling and happy, you know you're in a fantastic environment.
Okay, got to take another break.
Yes.
We'll come back and find out more about human design.